funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood.
And we're live.
And we are back. Well, at least one of us is back.
Welcome to the Underdog.
The other's using a fake background.
This guy is David, and one of us is in Hawaii. Can you guess which one? Look at the shirts. Look at the shirts. It's a green, David. That's a green screen. Nobody believes it.
Yeah, it's a three-dimensional, all-around the green screen.
So I'm actually the one in Hawaii. I brought my kids. How's it going, kids?
I did not.
You guys want to be at the beach right now?
What's up,
That'd
kiddos?
be pretty nice.
And also, he isn't in Hawaii. He's just wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Me? No, this is really.
Oh, she just
No?
straight called you out, bro.
No way. You can't wear a Hawaiian
She's
shirt
like-
anywhere but Hawaii.
No?
She's like, West, meet bus. West, bus.
She
Under
can't
you
do it.
go.
She's a terrible.
Hey, where's your kitty cat ears?
Yeah, where's your ears, Catherine? Oh, you left them upstairs, didn't you?
We're not used to seeing you on the show without your kitty cat ears.
It's true. Nobody recognized you. Hey, look, you guys are almost done with school for the year, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys excited for summer break? Oh yeah.
Night.
All right. Good night, guys.
Go have some ice cream before bed.
Oh, they already did. You didn't? Go eat your ice cream.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Brush your teeth, eat ice cream, off to bed. That's how it works.
Right. David, how you doing, man?
Oh, Lord of mercy.
You look stressed out. You need a vacation.
It's just, I guess I do. I don't know, man. It's been a rough. Actually, it hasn't. I'm in pretty good shape right now.
That is awesome.
Although,
Yeah.
I will tell you that finding a spot that was available for me to be able to set and do this but this is my fourth location that I've went to try to find a spot that I can sit quietly because I don't want to disturb all the people around me.
Right.
But I need it quiet for me, and everybody up to this place right here was, no, we're not seating over there. We can't sit. I'm like, come on, man, I'll pay you extra. Just let me go. I'll go order my stuff at the bar, and then I'll take it I'll even clean the table. It's all cool. You don't have to do anything.
So, and that's
And I walked up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I walk up to this spot here. And I tell the young lady what I want to do. She's like, well, how about you just sit over here? You order at the bar, you go over there. And I'm like, I love you. Because I've been so frustrated with how well, I guess the proper word is stupid that these people are. I'm like, it doesn't cost you anything. So I went and gave the lady, she was just a hostess. I went and gave her a $20 tip. I was like, this is just for you, just for working with me. Thank you so very much. It made my day. And she was ecstatic. So it's all good.
So it's surprising to me most places don't do what you need because, like, people take business trips to Hawaii all the time. Or people go on vacation and they do business while they're there. That sort of thing. Like, that's got to be pretty common, right?
Yeah. I went to breakfast this morning at some diner or another. And I sat there I ate my breakfast while I was working. I worked before the breakfast came. I worked as I was eating the breakfast, and I worked after it was done. And I probably sat there for almost an hour and a half, maybe pushing 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it wasn't busy. Had it been busy, I would have never done that, first of all. It would have been in, eat my food, and get out, and flip the table so that they can make money on it. But it wasn't busy. But I had Spam and eggs, and I was a happy camper. Because, when in Hawaii, you got to eat Spam and eggs.
So you did have Spam. Okay, good.
Yes. Nikki, my smoke show of a wife, actually found out that she enjoys Spam and eggs as well.
Spam is delicious.
So it is phenomenal. But I do because I'm health conscious. I do get the low sodium Spam.
Well, so I think the low sodium Spam tastes better than the normal Spam.
I can't imagine what actual full salt Spam would taste like to me, because even the low sodium, I'm like, man, there's a lot of salt.
Yeah, even the low sodium, it's going to kill a horse. Like, there's some sodium.
Yes.
So
I'm Googling all the time, like, what counteracts salt?
So, David, while you're there, you need to try the different types of Spam that are only available in Hawaii. So,
ooh, I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
Like super Spam.
Occasionally, they bring some of the flavors back here. And for a while, we were able to get the cheddar jalapeno Spam. Dude, that's good stuff.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Cheddar jalapeno. There's a bacon Spam that's really good.
Ooh, I mean, that's redundant at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's well, but it's delicious. You got to try it. So apparently there's a whole Spam festival in Hawaii. I don't know where or when.
Oh,
but like a whole festival dedicated to Spam, and I kind of want to go just for that.
Hold on a second as I look up Spam Fest.
Exactly. Oh, the photos are
let's
hilarious.
Let's Google Spam Fest 2025. There we go. It's called Spam Jam, first of all.
Spam Jam.
So it's in April. So we've missed this cycle, but Spam Jam 2026.
Yeah.
They have some details open, and you can get involved. And I recommend you get involved in your local Spam Jam.
Always get involved in your local
no,
Spam
it
Jam.
got even sunnier in Hawaii.
I think we got to find out when Spam Jam 26 is, and we need to go and do a show live from Spam Jam.
Let go of my arm, please. So, Wes, what are you drinking over there, bud?
All right, so since we're both obviously in Hawaii, no blue screens involved at all. Clearly in Hawaii, I'm drinking the delicious Hawaiian Moonshine. The real thing, Hawaiian Moonshine. This is, it's called Okalehau, and it's 100 proof, good stuff. So I diluted it a little bit, made a little cocktail out of it. But man, it is tasty. It's
what'd you
actually
dilute
really
it with?
good. What's that?
What'd you cut it with?
Ginger ale, your favorite.
Oh, dude, I could cut almost anything with ginger ale. I love ginger ale. And even better, I like ginger beer. But ginger ale works in a pinch.
I wish I had some ginger beer. I like the Krabby's ginger beer. That's the best. But what I've learned, and I learned the hard way on this show, I should not be the one pouring ginger beer with liquor to make a mixed drink, because it does not work out well by the end of the show.
That was a 3-hour plus long show, and we were both absolutely hammered at the end of it. So it was a great show. I
still can't drink rum to this day.
That was Steve Cotroneo.
It was.
Yeah, that was a great show.
So this stuff is good, though.
I was in Niagara Falls for that show, and I stopped and bought a whole bottle of Diplomatico rum for that and drank the whole effing thing.
Oh, man. That's,
I still feel bad from that morning.
Yeah, I'm still feeling it, too. But no, this stuff is good. So if you drink this stuff straight, it's kind of like vodka, but like there's an aftertaste of a little bit banana and a little bit sort of maybe pineapple.
Okay.
But they ferment it by fermenting something called the tea root, T-I. And they bake the root to transfer the starches into sugars, and then they soak the baked roots in water to get the sugars out, and then they ferment from that. It's really good stuff.
Okay.
It's really strong. It'll kick your ass before you know it.
Excellent. So I'm on a mission here to find that.
Yes. It's Okalehau.
Yep. I'm gonna take it to the local liquor store and see what we can do to find it. But for me, I am having the house. I don't. To be honest, I don't even know where I'm at. I have no idea what restaurant, hotel, resort. I have no clue.
You just found some place.
I
It's
literally.
like just some person's backyard.
So I went to Duke's first, and the people at Duke's were like, "No, we're not sitting out there." I'm like, "It's like prime lunchtime." Okay, well, so I didn't argue. I left. I was like, "All right, I'll find another place." So
Right.
then I stop at another spot here, and I have a Mai Tai, a 1944 Mai Tai, which is a very important number because 1944 is the blood alcohol level you're going to have after drinking it.
I'm sure
Then
that's
I
what they call
stopped
it
at
that.
another spot. Yeah, no, it's not. But then I stopped at another spot next door here, and it was all filled up, and there was no real good spot. And then I came over here, so like literally the fourth spot, and this is their version of the Mai Tai. It's got a nice little pineapple sliver in it. But what's crazy and you guys see me keep doing this and doing this, it's because they put a guava, not a guava,
Ooh. Mango.
mango. That's it, mango, like a cream on top of
Ooh,
it.
nice.
And my first one, she filled it all the way up, and it looked amazing, and it tasted amazing, and so does this one. But it also made a bit of a mess. And if you think about a mango syrup sticking to your fingers, I've been sitting here with sticky fingers. So when I went and ordered my second one just before the show started, I said, "Cut down on that." I have sticky fingers, and I had to explain that comment because
Right.
you know.
Um, don't tell. So one thing people need to learn: never tell waitresses that any part of you is sticky for any reasons ever. Just don't bring it up.
Yeah, yeah. She understood the moment I said it because I'm sure that she's had that exact
Oh
problem.
yeah, guaranteed.
But yeah, but this is a Mai Tai, and I don't drink them at home. I drink them in Hawaii, and I drink a lot of them in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So if I knew what was
In
in a mai tai,
fact,
I would totally. I should have made
yeah,
some.
I have
But
no
I'm not
idea.
sure what's actually in a mai tai. They sound delicious though.
So we bought last year when we were in Honolulu over on Oahu because I'm in Maui. I'm on Maui right now. I'm not sure what city I'm in. I have no clue because I drove somewhere, put me on a road. I went through a roundabout type thing, and then boom, here I am. So I don't know what city I'm in, but I'm on Maui. But we were on Waikiki Beach over on Oahu last year, and Mai Tais were just the drink. I mean, they were
Nice.
dialed in, and I can't wait because I'm heading over there Thursday. I've got meetings later this week and then early Tuesday next week, and I'm super stoked. Not for the ambiance, not for the anything else, but for the absolute delicious Mai Tais that are over there. And these
Yeah.
are running 1 for 1 for them right now.
Nice.
Although these are small glasses, and the ones that get over there are in tall glasses.
Oh, dude. So Nicole Leffingwell, somebody named Nicole Leffingwell says, you told her you love her, you gave her $20 tip, and you told her you were sticky.
Different people.
Yeah, I don't know who this
Wait,
Nicole Leffingwell is,
no,
but
no.
sounds like a smart lady who.
That's that smoke show of a wife I was talking about
There
earlier.
you go.
No, it was a I love you, thank you so very much for making the accommodation. So it wasn't a creepy I love you. It was only like a 4 out of 10 creepy I love you.
Fair.
It was very easy to see I was very appreciative of the fact that there was somebody with some common freaking sense around me.
Right.
And then I gave her the $20 tip. The bartender would get her tip, and she's the one I told that I had sticky fingers. And she understood because, she makes and works with this stuff all day. I
Oh
guarantee you
yeah.
she has sticky fingers too. So
You could have asked for like a wet towel or something.
yeah, I'm trying to honestly because of what there's literally nobody here. This is all being
Yeah.
set up and prepped. It's all being set up and prepped for dinner. So they let me set up here. So I did not want to make any request above the bare minimum that I needed.
Fair enough. Yeah, the time difference is a little off. It's 2 p.m. where you are. It's 8 p.m. here in
Uh,
Columbus.
Yeah, yeah, it's 2:18. Yeah, it's 2:18 here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
how's the jet lag for you?
I went to bed at 6:30 p.m. local time last night.
You're an old man, David.
Well, that's 12:30 p.m. by me, and I ended up falling asleep by probably about 1 was the time I finally rolled over and said, "All right, I'm done. I got to shut it off." So I tried to push as hard as I could, and then I'll try to push a little bit more tonight because tomorrow is when my stuff actually really gets rolling.
Yeah.
When I have to travel East Coast to West Coast, I can deal with it. 3 hours, I can. That's nothing. East Coast to West Coast, that's nothing. But 6 hours, you're messing with your rhythms
Yeah,
at that
I mean
point.
that's
So
that's a good deal of the day. So what you're saying is you don't have to work until tomorrow your time. That gives us plenty of opportunity to load you up with hangover fuel. Is what needs to happen.
yes,
Okay, good,
yeah.
good.
Oh, I can be absolutely. Well, no, I got to drive back to my hotel, so I can't be completely knackered.
I'm sure Uber's a thing in Hawaii. It's fine.
I'm sure it is, but I have to then Uber back here to get my car and then drive back.
Fair
And
point.
again, I have no idea where I'm actually at.
See, that's a
There's
problem.
another island right over here.
Oh, you
There's
can see
another
the island.
island
That's pretty
there,
cool,
and there's another island back here.
right?
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
that are not part of Maui. Oh, there's
I
another island way out there.
I got to tell you, I'm
You
super
barely see it.
jealous. That's pretty cool, man. Even though you are in front of a blue screen, it's still pretty cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. Clearly, here we go.
Yeah, just that view, man. That's great.
Yeah, it works out pretty well. Works out pretty. I'm Ulu Kitchen. I found a sign that says the name of the place, Ulu Kitchen.
That's a nice looking place. I like it.
So if somebody want to look up Ulu Kitchen, tell me where I'm at.
And anybody who's in on Maui right now, stop in Ulu Kitchen and hang
Yeah,
out with
stop
Dave.
in.
He'll buy you a mai
Yeah,
tai.
come on over.
Join the
I
show.
will absolutely do that. I will absolutely do that.
That's true.
We'll get
Anybody who
sticky
knows me
fingers
knows.
together.
That's nope. No, let's move on. I don't like any of that. I don't like any
I'm
part of
waiting. I'm waiting for the hot wife to join in again now. Like, wait a minute.
that. Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, David, I don't want to keep you all day. You ready for some news? The roast
I'm
of this
ready for
Thursday.
some news. Oh, there's a bird. I'm ready
They
for some
have those. They
news.
have those in Hawaii. I've heard. That's
Yeah,
they got the birds there.
yeah, yeah. I called this place down the street here, the first place I stopped at and had the 1944. I called it the kitty litter spot because the gravel they have, it looked just straight up like kitty litter. And the girl up here just freaking lost it. I'm like, all right, I was just making an observation. I wasn't trying to be funny.
David's flirting with the waitresses again, Nikki.
You know how that works, man.
You
I
got to watch
can't
this guy.
help it. I can't. I'm not flirting. I just can't help that everything I say is smooth as warm butter.
Well, now that you said that, also, I want to let everybody know that you are not wearing any sunscreen, and whatever cloud was covering the sun has just left you fully exposed.
Oh yes, David is fully exposed.
You are going to be. Do not expose yourself in the restaurant, David. But you're going to be a Red Lobster tomorrow, man. You're going to be feeling it.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
I like that bracelet of
I'm
yours. Looking
good.
pretty stylish there. Looking pretty
Yeah,
Irish.
I bought that from a lady on the side of the road on the way over here.
You know, that's where you find the best stuff from random people. And it sounds like
Yeah,
I'm joking. I'm not. Random people selling stuff on the side of the road. You find the coolest stuff.
yeah. She tried to explain to me. I couldn't understand what she was saying. But it's all skulls and whatnot, and a couple of other random beads here. Um, and I was like, well, I got to try it on first because I got big wrists, and she was like, I've got big wrists too, and she held up her arm. I'm like, oh my God, Mike Obama, what the hell? And I was like, all right, cool. So I bought it. I bought it because it was really cool.
That's all other comments aside. That's pretty funny. That's a good one.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with politics. It has everything to do with comedy.
And you know what? Comedy makes it all worth it. But everybody watching and listening, by the way,
Yes.
we're trying a little bit different tech setup today. So if you notice
Yeah.
any audio issues or video issues, let us know in the comments because this is the first time using this particular tech setup. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, let's get some news.
All right, let's get some news. For some reason, I feel awesome. Oh, here we go. That's
All right,
me.
so the first piece of news, I gotta plug this again. So
Oh,
favorite,
again, yes,
yeah.
Matt Welsh.
So
Yes.
favorite chef, they're holding a contest, and you can vote for your favorite chef on out of a short list. But this guy, I know him personally. My wife knows him personally, Matt Welch. He has the restaurant, the Vagabond Kitchen, in Wheeling, West Virginia. David got the balloons going there. That was good. And what you need to do
Yeah.
is you need to go and vote. I'm gonna put the link in the comments here. Everybody go and vote. And if you've already voted, you can vote again.
Vote again.
Just to let you know, you can vote once a day, or if you want to donate some money, you can vote as many times as you want. But who's paying? But definitely go and vote for Matt. He will. Let's see, what does he win? He'll appear in Taste of Home magazine. He'll cook with Carla Hall. I'm not sure who that is. I probably should. And he'll take home $25,000, which would be amazing for his restaurant. So he's a small business owner in Wheeling, West Virginia. I highly recommend you go and vote for Matt. I'm dropping his the link in the comments right now. There you go. Go and vote for this guy.
I would say our next live side by side event should take place there,
Yeah,
but we've got a lot of work to do on our 5 year. So I say we focus on the 5 year, and then immediately after that, we need to go to Matt's place and do it upright.
yeah, you would love. Let me zoom out. There you go. Yeah, you would love his place. So it's like it's kind of home cooking type food, but like gourmet style, like really high end
Does
stuff.
he have
Impressive.
biscuits and gravy?
He has in the
Because
past. So
you're in West Virginia.
He's always changing the menu, but he's definitely had biscuits and gravy in the past. And I got to tell you, everything I've ever had at his restaurant's incredible, like really top notch. And I'm
So
not just saying
yeah,
that because I know the
Philip
guy.
Black.
It's like legitimately good.
Yeah, Philip Black, and my wife will attest to this because she refuses to eat it. But Philip Black, of all the people I've had make sawmill gravy for me, his has been that's Shannon Black from the Real Life Outdoors with Shannon Black. Yeah, and that's his dad, and that has been hands down the best sawmill gravy I think I've ever had.
What is
Now
so
Nikki won't eat it because it's just a white breakfast gravy,
Okay, fair enough.
but it is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Good to know. So here's what I'll do. We got to find out what date we're going to be there. I'll let Matt know we're going to be there. I'm going to tell him you want biscuits and gravy, and I guarantee he will make you the best biscuits and gravy you've ever had, hands down.
Or riddle me this. Or we don't tell him we're going. We show up and pretend we're food critics, and then we walk in all dressed up, all snooty.
We dress up in black turtlenecks. Yeah.
Yes, black turtlenecks. Yes, that's
Black
exactly
turtlenecks
what I'm
that are
thinking.
way too tight. Yeah.
Yes,
and
yes.
skinny jeans.
Like the commercial for the Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Right. That's it. Or
The Ray-Ban Meta sunglasses.
like the new Jaguar.
With the black turtleneck. Jaguar. So that's not black. So you'd have to wear an orange one. I'd have to wear a yellow one.
All right. Okay. So we're not doing that. But
and wait, that slope is too slippery. Please stay off of it.
Black turtlenecks and black skinny jeans, and we're gonna.
Yes. Oh, I don't have either of those things, and I'm so proud to say that.
We gotta go shopping, but hopefully Matt picks up on this, watches it later. I know he tunes in sometimes, but Matt, we're pulling.
Yeah.
Everybody go and vote for Matt. I dropped the link in the comments. Make it so. All right. Next
Make it so, number one.
Here's a good one. So, David, remember last week we talked about scientists can now 3D print tissues
inside the body.
Inside the body. We talked about this. This is pretty amazing. I found a similar article talking about the same technology. Check this out. Scientists can now 3D print material deep inside body tissue using ultrasound. So essentially that's how it works. So check this out. They can actually make little Chinese throwing stars inside your body using your own tissue using ultrasound. It's pretty amazing.
Again, I'm immediately going to go back to can you encapsulate cancerous tissue, like in a lungs? Like if you have stage 4 small cell
Right.
lymphoma can you encapsulate that and then cut it off from the rest of the body so that the cancer cells themselves die, and
Right.
then you can just do a flush on that,
You
and
think they'd be getting
as
close,
far as
right?
removal,
Because
yeah, it's got to
here's the
be. It's got
here's
to
the
be.
problem with larger, cancerous tumors
Hey,
and things
if
like that.
anybody does that, I want it named after. If anybody does that because they listen to me, I want it named after me. The Leffingwell procedure.
The Leffingwell lump.
That's already
Okay.
taken, but the Leffingwell procedure is open. But you got to hurry because the people who are rewriting the Kama Sutra are also going for that as well.
That's Nikki. You're a lucky lady, apparently. So
No, she's
with
not.
I know with like tumorous or like malignant tumors, things like that. The problem is that they can't really cut them off from like blood supplies and things like that. So hypothetically, I guess maybe they could 3D print something that cuts off the blood supply and causes the tumor to die.
Exactly. So
Sure.
you're basically cutting off the blood supply, and along with that blood is the oxygen as well. So if you're cutting off the blood and the oxygen, that means the cancerous part of the body is going to die, and you have effectively,
Not
not
effectually.
effectually. It's a completely different word.
That's yeah, no.
Effectively, you have effectively cured cancer.
Well, look, if anybody's interested in contacting David and working out how to effectually make the Leffingwell procedure work, um,
Yes.
he
Do
will
it in the lungs.
effectively
Then
speak
you're
with you
going to
anytime.
use an oxygenated fluorocarbon to inflate the lungs, and then you're going to take these parts out, flippity boppity boo, and you're done. That sounds crazy, but that's actually not a bad idea now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't think
Because then
anybody.
you're going to be able to inflate the lungs with an oxygenated fluorocarbon, which means you're going to be able to breathe. The body's going to be able to continue to breathe. You're going to be able to inflate and be able to push the lungs in. The oxygen level is not going to be an issue. You're going to be able to cut those out. That's actually a really good idea. Holy shit.
David just cured cancer on the Underdog journey.
I just cured cancer. I just cured cancer. Done. All
That's
right.
it.
Next problem.
Well,
World hunger.
here's my
Let's knock
solution.
this shit
They
out.
can print these little Chinese throwing star things. Here's what they do. They print a lot of Chinese throwing stars. They shrink down some ninjas, put them in your body, kind of like the movie Inner Space. The ninjas go in there, get the 3D printed
Oh my
stars,
God. Inner space?
they throw them at the cancer cells. Cancer's eliminated. Problem solved. Look, they already did it.
Dude, you went inner space.
Look,
Holy moly.
Dennis Quaid brings it home, man.
Yeah, I agree, but there's only you, me, and 4 other people in the globe that are going to get any references at all
Who's ever
to
even
inner space.
That's true. We're the only ones
Yeah,
alive who's ever even seen.
yeah, yeah. Go chase the cowboy. I mean, for the love of Pete. Oh my God. That is.
So
Wow.
you know what's going to happen now, David. You're going to get hammered on Mai Tais. You can go back to your hotel and watch Inner Space and pass out.
I am absolutely going to do all of those things.
We just outlined David's entire evening after curing cancer. It's been a big day for David.
It's been a big day. ADHD. So I signed in because we have a new piece of software, and it didn't come up on the thing, but I signed in with my new name of ADHD.
That's good. You got to get that URL right away.
I really should. Nikki's over there on GoDaddy right now shopping for it.
Nikki, make it so. David already owns 57 URLs. Make it 58.
I dropped a lot this year. I did. I dropped a lot this year. Twittersphere, I bought, and then he freaking changed the name to X, and that literally crashed the value of my.
Anything called Twitter now is I still think it's crazy they even changed the name in the first place, but what are you gonna do? Blame Elon Musk. They basically doged your entire valuation, David.
Oh, it was such a great name, Twittersphere, where you could have a blog about the happenings. I mean, it was a great name, but no, the valuation of it tanked. I mean, that at one point had a very high, when you sent it through to get estimated, it had a very high number to it, and it stopped having that.
Fair.
I
Yeah,
keep hoping that I look over here and
Exosphere is probably
I
already
keep,
taken.
yeah, exosphere would be good. Yeah. I keep hoping that the waitress will look over here and I'll be like, "Una mas," and I'll just walk over and get it, and you can handle the show for a couple
Well,
seconds
see,
while I
here's what
go
you gotta
order.
do. Just get it like a big gulp. Get like a 32-ounce Mai Tai. Just ask her
Little
if they have big gulps on
styrofoam
it.
cup.
Well, here's the David. If you walk
I'm
over
on
there, we can
Hawaii.
still hear you talking. So if you go over there and order it, we can hear you. So go ahead and order the big gulp. We'll be listening. We'll be whispering things in
Yeah,
your ears.
whispering. Be like that show where they're like, "Hey, say stupid shit."
Oh, what is that? Impractical Jokers?
But to be honest, you guys would be like, "Don't say anything dumb," and then I would do it anyway.
Yeah, I think one of those guys got arrested for like inappropriately doing things with some lady. So it kind of has the whole show has a whole different ring to it now. I'm not sure I'd emulate that show at this point.
Yeah, there's the line, right? That you have to know as the person that's being, fed the line to,
Yeah.
and the people that are feeding the line. You just have to understand that there's a line you just can't cross.
So David,
David, which don't understand.
let's no well let's keep it intellectually honest here. I'm not going to drop any bad information, but I specifically remember being at different drinking events with you and saying, David, waitresses don't like when you call them random other names that aren't their own name. And you said, no, it's
And
fine. They love that. And then you're immediately cut off for
and
doing exactly the thing I said not to do.
but did we drink with the most awesome people later that night?
But literally, right,
Yes, we did.
literally like 20 minutes later, we're sitting at the table with the CEO and the founder of the company
Yes.
and the head brewer
Yeah.
and
Yes.
speaking with people we should not have been at a table with. Yes, you're right. You're totally
And the Chinese prostitute. We can't
and
forget the Chinese
there was at
prostitute.
least
She
one
was
Chinese
working hard.
prostitute. There might have been more, but only one.
Might have
And
been more.
I did ask the CEO multiple times what he did there.
What do you do? What do you do here? I'm the CEO. I mean, that had to, any kind of inflated ego that guy had, gone.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Gone. It's like, oh my God, this guy's asked me 6 times, what do I do?
It was.
What do I do
I
here?
think it was only twice. It might have been three, but it's only at least only twice.
Yeah, twice is all it took, bud. I mean, could you imagine being the CEO of a company and then being asked twice by two random ass people
Well,
who like, what do you do, man?
So David,
Like, are you a bartender?
so David, since we're only live on the entire internet, I got to tell you that's not the
Yeah.
first time I've ever asked a CEO what they do at a certain company. So
Yeah.
years ago, I was at so I used to work in email, and I was at a conference, and the CEO of the company got up. I was giving this. What are you doing? Camera's
I'm
pointing.
showing you guys the lizard.
Oh, there's a lizard. So the CEO of the company got
Yeah.
up, and he gave this whole long speech, like a half-hour long speech about the technology and the way the company's going, the direction. And so
So he spent. So he spoke a half hour, and nobody knew what the hell he actually said because he didn't actually say anything. All right,
So
got you.
so later that day, we're all at lunch, and I'm at a pretty good table. I'm pretty good at schmoozing when I need to, and so I'm sitting at a pretty good table. And some people come up, and they, there's some seats next to us. I'm like, hey, come sit here. And this guy sits next to me. He's dressed pretty well. I'm like, oh, okay. And there's people from different companies all over the place. So we're going around the table, saying what we do, who we are. I'm like, hey, so who are you with? What do you do? He's like, oh, I'm with XYZ. I'm like, oh, cool. What do you do there? I'm the CEO. I just gave a speech like 20 minutes ago. Oh, yeah, that was you.
That was you. I'm sorry. I was checking my Facebook during that time because you were boring as shit.
Well,
You said a lot of words, but you didn't mean any of it.
I
so
used
it's cool.
excuse. I was all the way in the back. I couldn't see very well, but no, it's a great speech. It was really good. I actually do think I have a certain level of face blindness because if I see somebody out of context, I don't recognize them at all. I'm telling you.
So
I've run into people.
that's a great.
It's true. I've run into people at the store that I spent years with in school, and they're coming up and saying, "Hey, how's it going?" Having a whole conversation with me. The whole time I'm like, internally I'm like, I have no idea who this person is. and I'll remember later on that day, I'm like, oh wait, was that dude? If out of context, I have no idea who people are. I can't recognize people at all.
So I call it boxes. So so somebody has a conversation with me, I'm like, I'm trying to assign them to a box. Like, what box do you belong in? Once I get them assigned to the proper box, I will remember every single word this person has ever said, every conversation, every email, every bit of context, everything. But I've got to get them in the right box first.
Fair enough. I get that. I understand that. But you still
I
understand
happen
though,
to
out
take
of
a look at the
context.
screen.
Do you
I take a
understand
look
though?
at the screen. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, we really went off the deep end on this. We're talking about 3D printed body parts,
And now we're talking
and
about
now,
face.
now we're talking about face recognition. My
So,
my lizard left.
by the way, Nikki says, "OMG, one of my biggest pet peeves of his." I'm not sure which pet peeve she's talking about. She probably has lots of pet peeves with you. So, Nikki, let us know which one of Dave's um, proclivities, I don't know, habits, that might be one of your
Personality.
pet peeves.
It's
Personality,
not
we'll
one of my
say
personalities. It is my
quirks.
personality that she
Quirks.
finds as her pet peeve.
I get that. I understand that.
Hey, this lady over here is wearing Lily Pulitzer right now. I know
Who?
that because of Nicole.
Lily
It's a
Pulitzer?
thing.
Like the Pulitzer
Lily Pulitzer,
Prize?
yeah.
Like she's a writer? Is she an author? A journalist?
She's doing something.
I don't. What is a
Oh,
Lily Pulitzer?
Lily Pulitzer. Is that it? Right? Is that right, babe?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I just call it Lily because Nikki
Oh,
loves it.
it's an old
You
comment.
gotta
She
come up
says
with Lily.
calling people by the wrong name on purpose. Yeah, that's
Oh yeah,
David. Waitresses hate that, by the way.
yeah. Some of them do,
They
but
they
those are the
all
waitresses
David.
that
They
suck.
all do. Even
Nah.
the ones who know you as being a good tipper, so they let you get away with it. They secretly
Yeah.
actually hate it. I'm just letting you know.
If I'm a good tipper, if I'm a super good tipper to them, I know their name.
Nikki says it's a clothing brand, so something Pulitzer Prize
Yeah,
is.
yeah. So yeah, I know their
Nikki,
name.
I'm
I know
sorry,
what they went to
I don't
school
know the
for.
brand.
It's a flower print. I mean, how do you copyright something like that? I don't have a clue, but
Well, look,
no,
OSU
you
sued
know it.
tried to sue my mom, so it's a thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. There you go. It's a flower.
All right, so let's
I'm
move
out
on.
of my tie. I'm not happy. I'm not happy
I'm telling
anymore.
you, we can hear you. Go up to the
All right,
bar.
I'll be right
Order Mai
back.
Tai. We're listening, so don't say anything inappropriate. Nikki,
All right,
if
I'm
you
gonna
have
go tell these
anything,
people up here.
so hey, call them by the wrong name 20 times in a row. See what they say. See if they cut you off.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. I'm live on the internet right here,
David,
so
don't
they're
tell
all
them.
listening to me order my next mai tai.
David, don't tell them your
Una más,
fingers are
por
sticky.
favor.
Do not tell them your fingers are sticky.
I can't say that.
Hey, ask them if they have Oko Lehau.
Okay. I'm sorry. Lay what?
Oko Lehau.
Oh no, we got some people over here that are enjoying this.
Ask them if they have Oko Lehau.
Oko, do you have Oko Lehau?
Oh, they
He
don't
says,
have.
"Fuck off."
Well, tell them you didn't want it anyway because your fingers are sticky.
I'm also not saying that. Oh Lord of mercy. Uh, I I do a podcast every week, and we're live on the internet right now. And so I needed more alcohol to keep me going because that's what you need. It's what plants crave. So I need more.
No electrolytes. There's no
So they get to
electrolytes
listen
here.
to me come over here and order more alcohol.
That sounds like so much fun.
It's called the Underdog Journey. It's about business, and we're going to use that term loosely.
Very loosely. There's no business involved. The guy's taking your umbrella. David, the guy's taking your umbrella. I see him. Turn around.
Mother, father.
He's taking
Oh,
your
no.
umbrella.
Thank you, ma'am.
He thought
He's
you
not
looked
taking
sunburned,
my
David.
umbrella. He's raising it. He's raising it because I'm getting it as sunburn. Otherwise,
You definitely look sunburned. David, you are going to be at Red Lobster
thank
tomorrow.
you, sir. It's all good. I got my drink.
David, tomorrow they're going to serve you up with cheesy cheddar biscuits, because you're going to look like a Red Lobster.
I'm gonna look like a Red Lobster. Okay, all right.
So
Ah,
Mai Tai. So you get the same thing. You got the mango Mai Tai.
oh yeah, yeah. I got the what? I got the Mai Tai with the mango froth thing on the top. It's all good. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. It's done.
Is it sticky? Are your fingers still sticky?
Well, I'm not gonna put my fingers in the sticky bits. Ooh, that's
Ooh,
dangerous.
nope. Hey, that's forever transcribed on Facebook now.
Yes, yes,
Next,
it
right
is.
next to the 3D printed body parts. All right, let's move on.
Yes.
Let's move next
Uh,
news item. Let's
on
see
the
if the
news.
oh, this is a good one. This is actually pretty interesting. So this is good. So everything, David, everything from it's the spirit of the in the name Pocahontas there are no hyphens. It's just one word. Um, Pocahontas.
Boy, you're having trouble recovering from that, aren't you?
That was rough. That was a rough one.
You yeah, you did not see that one coming.
Phrasing, David, phrasing. All right, so
Oh,
uh,
I guess.
so apparently everything's
So
alive.
this
So
is an interesting theory.
it says for centuries something. It's saying that even atoms and the wind and trees have consciousness. So
We're not even giving it credit to ChatGPT. We're calling it an inept AI.
so give a hoot, don't pollute, because even that aluminum can that you threw in the trash can has a consciousness, David.
I, I, so
Have you seen the movie Sausage Party?
I have
It's pretty funny.
not. I have not. I've seen the clips. I understand what it's about. It's not a movie that I'm going to like, oh, I need to see this. This is a major, to me, this is a major theological question.
It's very theological. So it goes in. It can go into like the Gaia theory. It can go into certain areas of even Hinduism. By the way, we're getting
Yeah,
some
it's
real
well,
nature
no, it can go even
video.
further into the just broad definition of the God particle.
Well, yes and no. So
Yes.
in well, not really, because the God particle really kind of goes into play talking about the Higgs field and the Higgs boson.
Yeah, the Higgs
Now
boson. Yeah.
the Higgs field does have a lot to play into the substrate of space time, which is
Yes.
singular,
Yes.
not
And how
future
does
or
it? So,
past.
and yes, and where does that come from? And there has to be something there. There has to be something for that. There has to be something that is that substrate to be there. And if capital G God is present in all of them, which is what gives those items mass and makes them, by essence, giving them mass makes them real. This is an interesting concept to me.
It's a very
This
interesting
right
concept.
here just is chasing down. This is the chase for God.
It's a very interesting concept. I'm glad you went there, David. Have you
It
thought
is.
much about Brahmanism lately?
No, I haven't.
You're closer than you
I've
think.
I've thought about these delicious. I've thought about these delicious mai tais.
David, that Mai Tai is conscious, okay? That Mai Tai is conscious. And
Yes,
as you drink it, it goes
it's
down into your gut
conscious
and
that
is
yes,
turned
it's
it goes
conscious
into
that
your
it's
bloodstream.
getting eternal salvation into my bloodstream.
It's I'm sure I could make plenty of heretical jokes about Mai Tai, but I don't think they would let me back into my wife's church. Um, so yeah, we won't go there. Anyway, it's all a thing. And
You just
science
text me and I'll tell the jokes then.
but science is proving it all. So science is finally proving that everything's
I have an
alive, everything's
umbrella.
conscious. The umbrella
Look at
is a
there.
conscious
God
being.
provides. I have an umbrella.
You're right. You're right.
Hey, the lizard's back. Sup,
They were
bro?
what kind of lizard? Like a little animal or something?
I don't know. I don't know. Here.
Sorry, it's my we're big nerds at my house, so we look at stuff like that. Anyway, um, even the lizard is a conscious being, David. Maybe it wants a mai tai. Order it a mai tai. Kind of a mai tai for my reptilian friend over here.
And they can't eat. They can't eat cooked meat, which is why you never see Nancy Pelosi eating at a cookout
Well,
because
one, I
she's a
didn't
lizard
know
person.
I didn't know reptiles couldn't eat cooked meat. And 2, that actually makes a lot of sense. I totally understand that. You know what?
Yes, indeed.
I actually watched the most batshit crazy movie that I think I've ever seen in my life that you got to
Was it
watch.
Batman
Only because
Returns?
it's close. It's not quite that campy. It's maybe one step more professional. It's called Iron Sky:
Ooh,
The Coming Race. Have you heard of this one?
no.
So it's a sequel to a movie called Iron Sky. So the movie Iron Sky is the idea that at the end of World War II, Nazis went to the moon and made a secret moon base, and they were attacking Earth in modern times. So the sequel is actually much better. So it picks up like 30 years after the first movie. The Earth is a nuclear wasteland, and the remaining humans are left on this Nazi moon base. And it turns out that Hitler and his brother were actually aliens who came to Earth. The
Send me a
coming
link to this.
Iron Sky: The Coming Race. It's the most batshit crazy movie I've ever seen. Now, I'm not sure how we got on the subject, but lizard people, that's how we got on the subject. Because
Lizard people.
all the top elite people kind of have like cameos. Like one of the big bad guys is Steve Jobs. He's still alive, but he's a lizard person living on the moon because he's also a lizard Nazi person. It's hilarious and crazy. You got to watch this thing, man.
Question.
Yes.
Question. Is lizard person Nazi Steve Jobs wearing a turtleneck
He's wearing a
while
black.
in
Yes.